Hello and welcome. My name is Gene, and today I'm just going to do a little bit of a workshop practice focusing on a posture you might find yourself in frequently during a yoga class. It is your Warrior One, your Virabhadrasana one of the foundational postures for a Sun Salutation B. So, just going to warm up the body a little bit to become prepared for your warrior shape today. For now though, direct yourself to the top of your mat. Feet planting, you can wiggle the toes off the ground a little bit, just so that when you're ready, they can ease into place. Breathing in through your nose and breathing out through your nose or sighing through your mouth. Whether you have your palms facing your forward space or hands at heart center in Anjali Mudra prayer. And adding in any personal movements you might have, whether there are any shoulder circles or neck circles, this is your time to connect to your body with a little bit more mindfulness. Those places can all be interchangeable. Give some love to your neck, then your shoulders, maybe your wrists are even telling you some things right now. As you've given yourself a moment just to be with your own space, find a modicum of stillness, just so that you can create an intention, a heartfelt feeling for your space, that sankalpa that you move with every practice. Now, as Warrior One is what you will call your featured posture today, any intentions that might focus on strength, resolve, discipline, groundedness, anywhere along those lines can be very at home in your practice today. Maybe even an intention of understanding and self-discovery. What is your body meant to teach you in your Warrior One today? Given the nature that we'll be on our feet for a good while, we're going to start off with a gentle sun salutation just to warm up the body. Take a couple of extra shapes just to add a little bit more heat. Then take a more traditional sun salutation A, and then move into a sun salutation B with a little extra time in your Warrior One, just to deep dive into the posture itself. So for now, when you feel like you have your intention rooted in the body, find your way to Tadasana. Palms facing forward, palms at heart center, either place is good. Just taking another breath here. So starting off nice and easy, breathe in through your nose. You're going to raise your arms up to the sun, however you'd like. And then as you exhale, the hands will part, hinging forward nice and easy from the hips. Take a forward fold, Uttanasana. Now, hanging out here for a few extra breaths, just to start waking up the body a little more. You're thinking of lengthening through the backs of the legs, feet planted on the mat, whether you've got the legs really nice and long, or whether you've got a bend in the knees. Just so that the heart rests a little more toward the legs. Nice. 3 more breaths here. Nod the head yes and shake the head no a couple of times. just to get that extra little focus on your neck, your throat space. Good. So from here, we're breathing in. Raise the spine up halfway, lengthening through your back. And then as you breathe out, bend the knees, place your hands on the ground and dropping down to a tabletop. Orienting yourself on your mat. You've got the wrists stacked underneath the shoulders and the knees under the hips. We'll take some cat-cows here to wake up the spine a little bit more. So breathing in, abdomen lengthens, drops to the ground, crown of the head and tailbone rise. And then exhale, hollowing in your heart center. Getting a nice little curve in your spine. We'll take 3 more, breathe in. Really feeling that lengthening in your chest and abs. And then exhale. Bring it all back in. 2 more times. Great work. So Warrior 1 has a little bit of a hip involvement or hip opening. So to stimulate that space, we're going to take another inhale. Widen your knees to those opposite edges of your mat. And then breathing out, shifting your hip space back towards your ankles. Chest peels to the earth. Taking a wide-kneed child's pose. Balasana. Now, a few options here. Your hands can be just lengthened out in front of you. You can also gather your palms together at the center of your mat, just to add a little extra stretch in the underarms over by your pectoral muscles. Nice job. 4 more breaths here. Just a nice deep warrior, nice deep child's pose today. Taking that moment to come back to your intention, your sankalpa, whatever it is that you're offering for your time. Great work. So taking that next inhale, you're walking the hands in toward the body, nice and easy. Stack the spine up. And then from this midpoint kneel, you're going to exhale, shift your body weight forward, plant your hands firmly on the mat, knees under for tabletop. Inhale again, we're walking the hands forward, take your shoulders with you. And then engaging in your abdomen, bending at the elbows, Chaturanga Dandasana as you breathe out. From the ground, breathe in, peel the chest up for your upward facing dog, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana. And then toes curled on the mat. Exhale, it's time to raise the hips up to the sky. Starting to add that heat, that tapas. Adho Mukha Svanasana, downward facing dog. Feeling the backs of the legs reach down to the earth, heels of the feet energetically expressed, palms nice and wide. 2 more breaths. Good. So breathing in, we're looking up at the thumbs, that point of intersection, and then coming up on the tiptoes or walking flat-footed. Exhale, feet come forward, Uttanasana. From here, we're going to inhale, lengthen the spine halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And then exhale, softening in the heart center, hands dangle down, forward fold. Last breath in, bend the knees, roll up the spine, reach the arms up. And then exhale, pulling down from your forearms, just taking the lessons of that gentle salutation to your heart. Good time to shake the body out, drink some water, any of those little things, or not so little, because hydration's always a nice thing to lean into. So, that salutation, we took a little bit of time in each shape, just so that the body can start to be stimulated, be activated a bit more. This next salutation will be a little bit more traditional, breath to movement oriented, giving yourself that time to build a little more heat. So mountain pose, Tadasana. Feet planted, heart open, spine lifted, face is nice and soft. Maybe even wag the tongue out a little bit, as funny as it feels. It just helps know that the face is relaxed and that there's no stiffness in the brow, in the nasal bridge. Nice. So, Sun Salutation A, Surya Namaskar A. Inhale, arms rise up to the sky. And then breathing out, hands part, hips hinge. Trust the free fall of your heart to your Uttanasana. From forward fold, inhale, raise the spine halfway, Ardha Uttanasana, nice work. And then exhale, bend the knees, plant the palms, step hop or float your feet back, Chaturanga Dandasana, into a Vinyasa flow. Inhale, peel the chest up, Urdhva Mukha Svanasana, upward dog. And then toes curled on the mat, abs engaged as you exhale. Sit bones, go skybound. Welcome to Downward Facing Dog. 4 more breaths. Just observing those points of activity in your body. You are dynamic from your fingertips all the way to the heels of your feet. Everything is involved. One more breath. So breathing in, you're looking up at the thumbs where they meet, and then breathing out, step, hop, float, tabletop your feet to your hands, Uttanasana. Inhale, raise the spine halfway, Ardha Uttanasana. And then from that half lift, exhale, soften the knees into another forward fold. One last inhale, bend the knees, roll the spine up, reach the arms up. And then breathing out, pressing into the forearms, gathering your hands back in your Samasthiti, sacred spot. Good place to shake out again, drink a little bit more water if you'd like. So just heeding whatever language your body is telling you here, whatever embers you're starting to collect. All right, so moving now into an extended sun salutation B, we're going to go through the non-warrior postures, a little bit more breath to movement. But once you get to your warrior one on each side, we're going to spend a good bit of time, maybe 10 breaths on each side, so that you really get a feel for your warrior one, allowing yourself that kinetic understanding of where your body wants to go in space. So, last little shakes. Come back to your Tadasana, your mountain pose. Hands start heart center, or palms forward. One more breath. Remember your intention. What are you moving with today? On the inhale, our hands will all gather in heart center. And then from here, exhale, bending the knees, Utkatasana chair pose. Take another breath in here, sink just a bit deeper to the bend. And then exhale, everything melts forward into an Uttanasana. From here, breathing in, raising the spine up halfway. And from that flat back, exhale to bend the knees, plant the palms, step hopper, float your feet back, taking that vinyasa flow or skip it. Downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana is where we are gathering, taking just a breath here. So, next inhale. Raise the right leg off the mat, doesn't have to be too high. And then as you exhale, shift your body weight forward, really planting that right foot by your right thumb. Left foot 45 degrees to raise the torso. Virabhadrasana 1, Warrior 1. 10 breaths here. Few things to consider. You want your right heel and left heel in line with each other, but maybe that might not feel the most comfortable for your body. So you're always welcome to step that back foot, in this case the left foot, to that left edge of your mat. That might help square the hips a bit more. Hands can be heart-centered. You can have them air-bound. You can even bend the elbows, taking a cactus. Four breaths in. Remembering the bend in your front right knee. Maybe it tries to straighten a little bit. Where are you taking your Warrior 1 today? Great work. Last breath here. So, wherever your torso has become, breathe in, lengthening through your spine. And then as you breathe out, hinge forward at the hips, hands find the ground, right leg slides back to left, taking another vinyasa flow. Again, we'll meet in downward facing dog, Adho Mukha Svanasana. One breath here. And then, just like before, inhale, left leg's gonna come off the ground, three-legged dog. As you breathe out, step or fan, the left foot to the left thumb, right foot 45 degrees from the mat. When you feel that stability in your feet, that's your moment to raise the body up. Warrior 1. Couple of other tips as you're here. Think of engaging with that outer edge of your right foot, as well as the ball of your left foot. Those 2 points, as demonstrated, as I nearly fell on my face, those 2 points can help really ground you in your warrior, creating a point of triangulation between those 2 places and your tailbone. Breathe. Inhale, strength. And exhale, resolve. How are you resolving to embody your warrior today? Two breaths to go. from here. Take another breath in. You're just lifting through the heart like your spine is being pulled up slightly to the sky. And then exhale, hinge forward. Hands plant down, left leg slides back. Taking one more vinyasa flow for your practice. This time, downward facing dog is great. Give yourself permission for a child's pose. Again, a pretty concise practice today, a couple salutations, but really giving yourself some time to anchor in Warrior One. What did your Warrior Ones feel like on each side of your body? Take your child's pose or downward facing dog to reflect on that for 5 more breaths. Nice work. So from downward facing dog or your child's pose, or tabletop if you were there too, we're gonna actually all meet in a tabletop. So downward dog, you're dropping the knees down. Child's pose, you're walking the hands in. But once you're at this tabletop, you're just choosing a side, left or right, to sit back on that respective hip. Legs swing through center. And then make some space on your mat. I'd also say to bring your blocks with you, as that time in Warrior One could be served in a reclining butterfly, Supta Baddha Konasana, as an ending posture today. You're always welcome to just extend the legs forward if that feels more comfortable for you too. So now taking just a few minutes to allow the body to process your warrior sensations. What elements of strength did you connect with as your feet were planted, as your heart was lifted? What elements of resolve did you find yourself embodying? The resolve toward your posture, toward your focused breath. Maybe a similar breath to what you're bringing with you now. Just a little deeper, a little softer in the heart. So to that end, take a few moments here, keeping your breath and heartbeat close. Leave behind any stiffness, any tension that you might have felt today. And finally, thank you for everything that you do with your warrior's resolve on and off of your mats. The work you do makes this world so much better, and the planet as a whole is made better for it. So to that, enjoy your Savasana. I'll bring you back to the here and now in just a couple of minutes. time has come to begin that journey back to your plane, to your mat. After a brief spark of practice, focusing on your Warrior One asana, connect to the feeling of breath as your inhalation through the nose gathers and guides air to the lungs. When your breath has resided within your being for a few moments, that's your time to breathe out through the nose. Take a big sigh through the mouth, maybe even a yawn. As a breath or two passes, the fingertips and toes may begin to wiggle. The wrists and ankles might start to circle. The neck makes a tip side to side, ear to shoulder, back to center, and then ear to shoulder, back to center a couple times. And then finally, welcoming any of your personal and chosen movements to honor and strengthen your tether to this corporeal plane. Now, you are always welcome to end your practice in the conjured shape of your Savasana today. Maybe it feels more comfortable to meet somewhere on your mat in an easy seat. Legs taking any shape, arms finding any form, eyes opened or closed, but taking your time to consciously make the choices between each point of the body. What in your realm of influence will help you determine a culmination of your practice today? What is the ceiling shape that resonates with you? And all the while coming back to your sankalpa, your heartfelt intention in this workshop-oriented practice. A workshop on the nature of Warrior One, Virabhadrasana One. One of those foundational asanas that you may find yourself moving through in a vinyasa practice frequently. Taking time to dive deep into some of those specific nuances. The feet anchored to the ground, the heart open and strong, the resolve of your hands lifted to the sun or heart center. How you move your body becomes an expression of the intention that you wish to live. You are making the mental physical and bridging those two planes together. So may you continue to bridge those places with strength, with focus, with drive and grit, much like the spirit of the warrior itself. It has been my happy, humble honor to have shared space with you today as you have shared space with me. May you always live this life in your own authentic way, bringing forth your signature shine and strong radiance to this beautiful planet we share. The luminosity in me cherishes, respects, and will always celebrate the luminous blooming heart in you. Shanti. Namaste. I thank you so much for making time for yourself today and spending a little bit of your day with me on your mat. I hope you enjoyed this slightly different flavored practice. It gives you a little time to deep dive a posture and experience it in your own body, so that again, when you move through more breath to movement modalities, your body will know intrinsically where it wants to go in your Warrior One. So until we meet each other on our mats again, may this life be kind to you always. Namaste.